Christian has been awesome to work with. First and foremost, he's a really great dude. Like, really excited to add him to our locker room. He brings great spirit, great energy to our locker room. But you see, as a player, you see the explosiveness that he has downfield, the hands that he has, like, really quick, whether it's working, in a slot or also working on safeties down the field. Like, he's able to make plays, and that's what I'm excited to see, just him and C.
Welcome in, quick hitters. Welcome in, G.Mo Short Crew. Football season is back. Houston Texans. Training camp. Getting ready for this upcoming season. Feel real good about it. Both sides of the football. As you hear DeMeco Ryans, head coach of the Texans, speak about Christian Kirk. Added addition. Wide receiver. Veteran. Sure-handed wide receiver. Plugging right in. Ready to go. Very, very deep depth chart for the Houston Texans on the wide receivers. As we know, Tank Dell. I just learned about this the other day, actually. I knew he was going to miss a lot of time coming into this season, but I didn't realize they was going to rule him completely out of the 2025 season. That's what I'm hearing. Things can change as the season moves along, but as of right now, what I'm hearing, Tank Dell is out for the 2025 season, to have to miss a whole year and going out last season, coming down the stretch when they needed him the most. There's nothing to play with. You want to make sure this guy's legs are completely right when he comes back, getting into that starting lineup, third receiver, however you want to look at it. But he produced, and he was a big part of this offense. Got to get him back. But Christian Kirk, along with everybody else on his receiving core, still can produce without him. And that brings me up to another situation. I just learned about this the other day, just like everybody else. Joe Mixon is going to miss some time at the running back position, starting running back for the Houston Texans. He has a foot injury. What they're looking at right now, he's going to miss all of preseason. It's a possibility he misses week 1. They have to reevaluate him. So he's going to miss significant time for us, training camp, preseason. Things go well, he can be there for week 1. If not, week 2, week 3, they'll evaluate it as the weeks go along. But I believe this is a blow, but it's not a major blow. Texans are deep. Wide receiver and running back, they're very deep. I believe Nick Chubb is going to step right in, can produce, hold the fort down until Joe Mixon gets back. You have Nick Chubb. You still have Dameon Pierce. You have Ngumbawale. You have these young rookies coming in that are hungry, ready to run. I don't think it's a big issue. I really don't. Yes, you want Joe Mixon in there. Whatever the Texans are going to do this season coming up, Joe Mixon is going to be a big part of that. So you have to have him plugged in at some point. And hopefully they don't go to week 6, week 7 without Joe Mixon. That'll be too deep of a task to try to keep everything together if you have to go multiple weeks without Joe Mixon. So let his foot heal, go through training camp, go through preseason, possibly missing week 1 at worst. Come on back and plug him in and keep the train moving. But injuries are part of the game. Every team deals with it. It just seems like key players always go out early or late for the Houston Texans. They just got to keep it together. But this defense is nasty. They can keep it together. They can plug and play as well. So looking for this upcoming season for the Houston Texans. Let's finish DeMeco Ryans. But yes, football is back. Everybody should be very excited about that.
Jay's connection continue to grow.
Going back to the defense, obviously I know you're a defensive-minded coach, but how do you
I'm not a defensive-minded coach. I'm a football coach.
All right, well, considering you were a defensive
At least he knows that's the way you got to be this year.
How do you balance as far as defense dominating your offense here? How do you balance what you want?
After Bobby Slowick, yeah, you can't just be no defensive coach now. After Bobby Slowick, even though you got Nick Caley in there, but still you got to put your expertise on that side of the ball as well. He knows that. That's why he's smiling and took a little shot back at him. But yes, he's a football coach, not just on the defensive end coming in this season.
I see from both sides.
Yeah, both sides made plays today. I know it gets highlighted when the defense intercepts the football, but the offense made some really nice plays as well. But it's a really healthy balance of just competition. And that's what I like to see. Guys are in the right spot. Guys are where they're supposed to be. Now, that's coaching, getting the guys in the right spot. Now, the player takes over. Now, who can make that play? Offense, defense. Now, that's up to the guys. Like, how bad do you want to make those plays?
Any update on Jalen injury? Is this just a couple day thing?
Yeah, as always, Jalen and whoever is not out there, everybody is on different schedules. So you'll see different guys out there at different times, and we'll be ready to roll.
Coach, we've been able to observe these last couple of days of these guys being, last couple of practices, these guys being without pads on. How much does that change Monday with the pads on?
And once we put the pads on, you'll see guys start to separate themselves. Like, you have a lot of guys who can do it in shorts and helmet.
And I can't wait for that either. Put the pads on. That's when you get a real evaluation. And I think next week, probably Monday, I believe they're going to put some pads on. But, man, this stuff is rolling around quick if you look at it. I mean, football's coming back real fast. But next week or so, we starting to see preseason games. It's coming. It's coming.
I've seen that all throughout my career. As long as I've been in the NFL, guys are making highlight plays in shorts where you don't have to worry about getting hit. Now, when you put the pads on, it's a little different story. It's real football when you're able to put the pads on, and that's when the evaluation piece really starts to take place. It's like, that's how the game is played. It's a physical game. That's the way it's played in pads, and that's where we'll see guys start to truly separate themselves.
Let's see here. Move along a little bit. Let's check out Lassiter.
Today? Man, it was fun to be out there today. Seeing guys attack the ball, having fun. I think we had, about 3 picks today? I know Z's caught one, Miles caught one. I think both of them were pick sixes, and then I think we had one more. So just seeing the guys excited, seeing some of the young guys make plays. I seen J-Rock make about 3 plays a day on the ball. It's excited for him, and man, it's fun being out there competing against the best.
What's the biggest difference between you now and last year?
I would say the biggest difference between myself now and last year is last year, I was just more like wide-eyed. Like, I didn't really know what to expect. I was just coming out here trying to prove myself. And I'm not saying that I've proven myself, but I'm still proving myself. But it's like I understand what's going on. I have a better idea of, what's like the task at hand today. Like, I have a better process. I'm a better pro than I was last year. So it's like when I come in, I understand what I need to do. Like, my morning routine is better. My afternoon routine is better. My sleep schedule is better. It's just like everything is starting.
And I believe it. His cadence is better. Confidence off of just 1 year, coming in second year. Body language, cadence, looks more confident. And Lassiter's a ball player. Tell you that right now. Lassiter is a ball player. I'm expecting big things from Lassiter coming into this season. No doubt about it. He played a hell of a rookie season. But coming in his second year, keep your eyes on this guy. Keep your eyes on
just
him.
come in the flow. The game is slowing down for me. Everything is moving a little bit slower. I'm able to move faster. I'm able to understand the nuances of the defense that we're running. So it's just like everything is starting to just progress up.
Kind of along those same lines, do you think the things you did in the offseason this year helped get you to where you are now? Are you happy with that?
Yes, sir. I really think that my offseason really helped me. I don't think I've ever stopped working. Like, I was, from the day that we lost, I probably took a couple days off because they made me, and then I got right back to it. Like, I've been itching to get back on the field, so it's just like all that training and all the work that I've been putting in the offseason and last season, really my whole life, I'm just trying to show that on the field every day.
You guys have to decide what you've seen from a new guy like Christian Kirk. And do you remember who you went against the Jaguars?
Yeah, I mean, I've been watching Christian Kirk since he was at A&M, and he's been elite this entire time, and I know that's a long time ago. And just playing against him last year, obviously I didn't get to guard him much because he was more an inside guy, but just seeing how he works every day, like, he's a real pro, and it shows why he's been so good for so long. Like, just seeing his work ethic, seeing how he approaches every day, his routes, his attention to detail, that makes me better, whenever I get to go up against him, and then that makes whoever's going up on the inside also better.
You said how they young player like Jalen Smith, he seems to take it to you and Kalen, and y'all have this tight connection to backcourt.
J-Rock, I mean, he's just like us. I mean, young, hungry, loves the game, and just wants to soak up knowledge. So it's just like.
We'll leave it right there. As you can see, Kamari Lassiter is ready to go. Work ethic is off the charts. You know something? This guy reminds me of somebody. But his build square head, matter of fact. Now, I'm not saying he looks like him. I'm saying he reminds me of him. So if he can resemble this guy a little bit in his career, shit, this guy's going to have Pro Bowls, might have a gold jacket at the end of his career. But this guy reminds me, different position. Ronnie Lott. He reminds me of Ronnie Lott. His shoulders, his build, the square head, and the fierce look in his eyes. This guy's a competitor. He's demanding. He will go out there and put his body on the line. And oh yeah, he can hit. Not only cover, he can hit. To a rate as Ronnie Lott, that can be questioned. But this guy is young. And if he continues that work ethic that he's talking about, cover and hit with enthusiasm, he can have a career like Ronnie Lott. Never know. But yes, Texans are back. Football is back. Beware, it's happening very quick. And I know we all starving for some football. So great season coming up for the Houston Texans. They're getting used to this heat. New players coming from all over. They finding out what this Texans heat is all about. And it's a burner. It's a barn burner. I mean, that humidity just sticks to you. The sweat, t-shirts stick to your skin. You just feel like you got a ray of sun right on your back 24/7 wherever you go, running up and down in pads, helmet. Coming into next week, better have a lot of water on hand. A lot of water. So it's another thing I wanted to address. There's been this video surfing around. Phil Jackson talking about how can LeBron James surpass Michael Jordan. Can you believe that? Phil Jackson actually sat down and talked about this. Or at least answered the question the best way he could. But you know Phil Jackson, he's not going to give you a direct line answer. He's the wizard. What you got to expect. But the question was asked and he answered it. Phil Jackson.
What can LeBron do to be recognized as being better than Michael?
Well, I think a lot of people think he's right there.
What do you think?
He's
Could he be better than Michael?
I don't know if better. Better is only about championships. I think that's the only measurement that's left for LeBron that'll say, was a better ball player than Michael, or people can argue it, is the number of championships you win. And that's proof in the pudding right there. His game is incredible. I think it's incredible. He can play without fouling a lot of times. He can play defense on almost everybody that's on the floor. He's an unselfish ball player. He doesn't lust to score like Michael or Kobe did, or does. He doesn't have that same. But when need is there, he definitely finds a way to score. So his game has continued to improve over the last 4 or 5 years. And, we don't see what the limitation is going to be.
Okay. See how I can break this down. You're not going to get a straight answer from Phil Jackson. I think Phil Jackson, he's an honest man, but he also not going to throw players up under the bus. One thing I know about Phil Jackson, he's not going to take a low shot. He's going to call it to his best knowledge. You're not going to get the straight answer. But I will say, Phil Jackson, in his mind, I think he believes that Michael Jordan is a better player for his fierce competitiveness, stepping on your throat, winning games at all costs, piling up championships, just a GOAT, just a fierce competitor coming at you. But I also believe that if Phil Jackson had to choose, in the 90s, 91, 92, that Bulls run, I do believe that LeBron James, he would have liked to have him plugged in that triangle offense than Michael Jordan, than Kobe Bryant. Reason why, Phil Jackson is a system. He's a system. He believes in that triangle offense. In his mind, LeBron James would run his triangle offense to perfection. Reason why? Because he's a pass-first player. Yes, he can score in spots or when he needs to, but his first thought process is to pass the ball. Putting him in a triangle offense, passing the ball, going through the process of the triangle offense, I think Phil Jackson would have been drooling out his mouth, licking his chops at the thought of having a superstar that'll actually run his offense the way it should be ran. And I think he looks at LeBron James as the perfect player to put in that system. Now, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, fierce scorers, just like Phil Jackson stated. They busted up his triangle offense a lot. They ran his offense, but they also took control of that offense a lot because they're fierce competitors, they're fierce scorers. They came down and they was going to get theirs. They shot the ball. After you moved the ball a couple of times, they took it upon themselves. And I guarantee you, Phil Jackson was scratching his head a lot at offense dealing with Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan. Not too much can say because they were producing. They were scoring at a high level. And if you're winning ball games and you're winning championships, not too much Phil Jackson can say about that. But I bet it worked his nerves. Because in his mind, he's thinking, just run the triangle offense. It's going to give us easy buckets. It's going to find open players. He knows it. And Phil Jackson has an ego too. Coaches have egos. They like to know that they won the game off of their system, off of their offense. So when you have a guy like a Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, who's going out there scoring 40 and 50, whenever they get ready and bring you home for a win, yeah, it's nice to win it, but Phil Jackson's a head coach, a philosopher in his mind. Well, we won the game, but, my offense could have won the game too if we just ran it the right way. So he wants some credit on his offense. So that's the only reason I believe that he would have chosen LeBron James back in that day. He would have been a perfect player for Phil Jackson on running his triangle offense. Now today, triangle might not work as well. Everything's advanced. Players have got smarter. Game has sped up. Defenses are more complicated. They know how to disguise more, confuse you a little bit. But if you ask Phil Jackson, if he came back, he's going to be like, show me that it doesn't work. He will run the triangle offense today if he came back just to show you it still works. He would have to get beat 3-4 times before he realized, okay, we'll trash this triangle offense. It don't work in today's game. But yes, I think he called this honestly. He don't want to say LeBron James will never reach Michael Jordan's level. He don't want to say that. He knows his voice carries weight as well. Phil Jackson is a man with class. He's a philosopher, he's a wizard, and he's never going to give you the answer you're looking for. He's going to go around a little bit, he's going to dance, but he's going to give you an intelligent, educated answer. He's just not going to give you the direct answer. So what I get out of all of this, Phil Jackson, in his mind, he would have loved to have LeBron James in his offense winning championships. Because like he said, he could score when he needed to, but he loved to pass first. And in a triangle offense, shit, Phil Jackson would have been back there a kid in the candy store watching his offense get ran to perfection than other Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, fierce competitive scorers breaking the triangle offense to get theirs and to take over the game. G.S.Q.H, Goodymo Sports Quick Hits. Slouchy Sunday. Y'all enjoy it. Week coming in. Like I said, training camp. Gonna get ready for it. Thanks for y'all time. We up out of here. Peace.